And I mean, just speaking about mountains and some of the terrible stories we've heard about our Wicklow mountains recently, and the fact that ISIS have been operating training camps from the Wicklow mountains, which some people find hard to believe. I'm not sure why they find this hard to believe, because Ireland is the softest touch in Europe when it comes to ISIS terrorism. And it has come to my attention, allegations have come to my attention in recent days that it may be the case that there are ISIS elements operating out of direct provision. Now, I know that this is currently being investigated, so I am not stating that this is fact, but it has been, this information, which has yet to be fully corroborated, has been given to me by a number of sources whom I believe to be acting in good faith. And I have asked a number of questions of the authorities whether it is the case that there is any evidence whatsoever that ISIS are operating out of any direct provision centre in the country, and I'm still waiting for a proper response. So you can take whatever you want out of that, but we do know that they are training in our beautiful Wicklow mountains. Now, this will put the IRA into the halfpenny place. It'll make them look like a teddy bear's picnic. We know that ISIS are probably the most brutal terrorist organization in the history of the planet, and they're in our country. Rowan, what happened when you asked Dennis Staunton, Junior Minister, about your concerns about ISIS?
I was completely blanked. I'd made sure that I asked that question, but I was shouted down when the person with the microphone kept speaking over. But I repeated the same question. I think I asked it about 20, 25 times minimum, and he deflected. He wouldn't answer. He sniggered. I think at one point he sniggered. I may have caught that on my stream. I'll be doing a little montage of this evening's for my stream tomorrow. Hopefully I might be able to catch that. But he did deflect. He wouldn't answer. Bowed his head and looked away. So it wasn't a confirmation or a denial either way. But as you say, the question was asked numerous times.
So you basically put it to him. Just tell me exactly what you put to him.
The question I asked was, can the Minister confirm or deny that there's a presence of ISIS in any direct provision centre in Ireland? Same question over and over again. No reply, no response. And the first few times I put it out there was a shock, and even the audience, and I feel for the audience, because I just know that they're just a little bit misinformed. You know what I mean? Their sources of information are correct. They're probably still tuning into the propaganda RTE and the nonsense TV3 with Bert and Ernie, and they're not getting the full facts, because on social media you'll get to see not only the barbarity of ISIS, but how they communicate and how other diasporas that are using social media and advertising Ireland as the place to come, and how to bypass the system and get themselves permanent residency here. You look on social media, they're getting figures of 100,000 subscribers, and it's all about bypassing the system. So if you think ISIS aren't taking advantage of the refugee status and travelling across Europe, this is their resting ground. This is their R&R place, and they've got ample land out there hidden away to get at whatever basis, whatever training camps they need set up.
Yeah, I mean, look, Ireland has been the R&R, as you put it, location for so many evil forces through the years, be they high-profile paedophiles. Look, the Clintons like to come over here. I think they might be making a more permanent base in Ireland soon. And of course, ISIS. And let's be in no doubt, we are not saying, and I am not saying for 1 second, that Syrian people living in Ireland are charged with this. But the reality is we do not have a police force in this country. That's the reality. They go around in their big squad cars, intimidating the public and protecting their puppets, and they're being the puppets of government. But they don't protect the public. I know that because I've been investigating them for the last 10 years. So they don't protect the public. There's nobody in the guards that would have any decent level of Arabic at this stage. No, I don't believe that they have the slightest handle on what's happening. And we know that people that they were watching, allegedly, they said that after the event, very serious members of ISIS who travelled to Syria on Irish passports because somehow they got Irish citizenship, that they were recently captured in Syria, and but they were welcomed back by Leo Varadkar here. So this is what we're dealing with. So the public are not, they're not safe as far as we just do not know what's going on. Suzanne, just to bring you